Today we're going to show you how to set up Windows 11 computer without having a Microsoft account. We're going to use Oracle Virtual Machine, and anytime you buy a new computer, which is Windows 11, or maybe you install Windows 11 on the older computer, whenever you come to a point of setup, this is the screen that you're going to see. If by default you already connected a network cable and just select the options that are going to be coming on your screen, by default, it will eventually take you to the step where you will have to enter Microsoft account. In order to bypass that particular matter, what you have to do at this screen, all you need to do is hit this key combination. I'm going to use this soft keyboard right now on the screen. I'm going to hit Shift key and then F10. You see, when you hit Shift F10 screen, then the command prompt should come on the screen. At this point, all we have to do is just type in this command, OOBE backslash bypass NRO. So let's do that, backslash bypass NRO. At this point, we are ready to hit enter. Once we hit enter, the system will restart and then it will give us an option to actually don't connect to the network and set up a local user. So it will just take just a few minutes for the system to restart and it should come back. Since it's a virtual box, I'm just kind of simulating it as if you are using a laptop or the newly purchased desktop. It doesn't really matter. Okay, it's almost there. The system is loading. It's loading all the necessary components for us to finish a setup. Okay, so it's coming up. The screen is coming up. It's loading. It's almost there. And it seems like it went exactly to the same screen where we were before, but you will see there will be another option as we're going to go through. We're going to select United States because we are located in United States. And then on the next screen, we basically are going to select default options because we're in US. Do you want to add a second keyboard? We don't, so we're going to do skip. So at this point, the system is asking us, you see, if we would not enter OOBE bypass NRO, this option right here, I don't have internet, would not be available to us. Right? So at this point, you would just basically get stuck, and there would be two options. If you would have a Wi-Fi, it would give you an option to connect to the Wi-Fi, or you will have to connect to the network cable and just bring internet. So we're going to select I don't have internet right here. Continue with the limited setup. Instead of connect now, you want to select continue with limited setup, which is fine. I mean, we don't need any advanced features. So what we're going to do, we're going to just enter user as a username. We're going to just for illustration purposes, and we're going to put 1234 as our password, which doesn't matter. Confirm password 1234. Click on next, and then we're going to have to select security questions, right? What is your first pet's name? We can say maybe uh, you know doggy, right? So we're gonna do that just for illustration purposes. It doesn't matter. City where you were born, whatever city you have, maybe New York, whatever, right? So it doesn't matter at this time, but it's helpful to put the information as is for you to remember, and you're gonna say maybe good person, right? So I'm gonna do good person here. Okay, so we're going to click next. Just remember that information that you enter, just in case if you ever forget a password, that information will be used to kind of retrieve your password. So I'm gonna deselect all these options. I don't need all this information because I don't want them to track things that I'm visiting or things I'm doing online, and I'm gonna do accept. All right, it's going to take just a few minutes, and what is happening on the back end, things are being loaded, right? So, the desktop icons are being loaded, the pre-installed applications are making sure to be set up, kind of the default settings, my documents, my pictures, and those folders are being created on the back end. It should not take long, just maybe a couple minutes. So what I'm going to do for the sake of this video, I'm going to just pause the settings until it loads. All right, here we are. It's the system is almost there, but as we can see, I disabled the network cable. So what I'm going to do, just for illustration purposes, I'm going to click on network settings, and under advanced, I'm going to make sure that cable is connected. So as we can see, the connection is coming up. It will take just a few minutes for the internet to come back on, and all these icons will be loaded. So this is basically how you set up Windows 11 without having to use Microsoft account. As we can see now, it's all loaded. My user is right here, right? So my file explorer, if I double click on that, is normal, right? So I can go online as well, and I can start loading the information. So this concludes our presentation on how to set up Windows 11 without using Microsoft account.